Oh, we got a special one today, folks. Some people have made some comments about, they wouldn't mind doing a bigger thing. And I was like, all right, we're in an in-between month. Let's go ahead and do a Double Masters VIP break. And here we are. So, we've got a fresh subcase here of Double Masters VIP. We're going to go ahead and pop this thing open, and there we go. Seal's about to be broke. Can't go back now. Well, I guess you could, but I've got 4 participants, and each one's going to get one of these. There's no battle. We're just going to see how everybody does out of this subcase here. This is high roll, folks. This is high risk. Okay, you got to know it going into it. I do not hide from that fact. Lord knows if you've never did watch, I opened quite a bit of this on the channel for myself. So I know the highs and the lows that you can in fact get. So I'm just going to kind of do this. So we don't know who's what, all right? So, patrons, guys, thank you for participating in such matters. Thank you for wanting to participate in such matters. Daniel, we're going to start with yours. Yeah, let's not go far with that. Okay. Let's get into this thing. Good luck, guys. It's been a while since we've done these. That is for sure. The last time I did one, I bought a whole sealed case. 2 mixed results. But it was a full sealed case from an actual LGS that I picked it up from. Pulled it out of her storage and everything. So, Daniel, I am going to go slow in this video. If you don't like that, too bad. You don't get to open these every day. So, let's start going through it. There are some spicy commons and uncommons. So let's kind of see what we got here. And even to this day, they're still not that curved. Double Masters 2020 had some good foil quality. Really, really did. Too bad they didn't print that much. It's weird to say too, right? They didn't print enough Double Masters 2020, and then shortly after this set, they printed like too much of everything. Executioner's Capsule, Driver of the Dead, Crushing Vines, Golem Skin Gauntlets, Gleaming Barrier. Okay, when we get into the uncommons, is there 8 or 9? I forgot. Just says 17 foil commons and uncommons. You know what? Let's do this right. Okay, so there's 8. So, Buried Ruin, number 1. Culling Days, number 2. Aryok Salvagers for number 3. Master Splicer, number 4. Okay. In fact, this card's probably seeing more Commander play now, be a guess. All right, Dread Return, number 5. Death Reap Ritual, number 6. Clone Shell, number 7. Let me see, should have one more in common. We do. Mirror Smith. All right, then we're going to get into the 2 foil rares and or mythics from the actual core set. We have a rare, Sundering Titan. Okay. And a rare, Isochron Scepter. Okay, that's a lot better than the first one. Foil Isochron Scepter is a pretty solid little rare right there. All right. Then we get into the juice. The top one is always a rare 100% of the time. That's a part where Wizards may not have given the proper representation in their advertising, that you could get 2 mythics in that slot and you cannot. So the top one is always a rare, and then the back one, you want a mythic out of there, but it can also be a rare. Okay. So we have Goblin Guide. No! Okay, it's just the top one, though. Let's calm down. Mythic. Hey! I never heard of the Goblin Guide Chrome Mox pack before. Yes, I don't think anybody has noticed that this thing's been creeping. Oh, boy. Good hit right off the bat, Daniel. Chrome friggin' Mox. Give me. In fact, hold on. Let me get into the other supplies. Because that gets a top loader. There we go. Fan-freaking-tastic. I used to have one of these. Admittedly, it got traded in toward the Mox Jet. So I don't have one anymore. They are stunning. That is a stunning, stunning card. Okay. Whatever. I'll take care of that later. So these are lands. So these are the awesome Noah Bradley and John Avon lands from, yeah. And then you always get 2 foil ones. In this case, a forest and a mountain. And then tokens that are actually also worth $1 or $2. Or sometimes more than that. Okay, J&V, you're up. You know, I like the fact that the first pack got us started off right. I was like, Goblin got him. Oh no, oh no. Although, you know, the way print runs work, and then sometimes things start certain ways, then the more you print them, they tend to get separated. So I think that's the classic thing about the Goblin Guide and the is it Expedition Map? Is that at first, like the early print run or the early packs, right, had those next to each other, and then they separated out over time. Now, of course, you buy the product, you never know what you're getting. So you see the Goblin Guide, and you're like, oh no! Although the Expedition Map is worth way more than the Goblin Guide. The Expedition Map's actually not a terrible rare pull as long as it's not being pulled out of the back slot. JV, you're up. All right. Weapon Surge. Steel Sabotage. Sanctum Gargoyle. Baldovian Rage. So raging. Golem Skin. Gauntlets. Dire Fleet. Horda. Conclave Naturalist. Okay. Can't remember half the commons in this set. Alright, we got Flare Husk. Eager Construct, yep. And uncommon. The Bauble! This used to be a certifiable hit out of one of these packs, but obviously ginormous reprint in Brothers War. But still not bad. Hey! And always together in the VIP packs. Every time. Manamorphose. Thopter Engines, or number 3. Is It Charm for number 4. Pretty good on commons here. Cogwork Assembler for number 5. Gork Clan Rampager for number 6. Skull Muncher, number 7. Come on. And a Path to Exile. All right. 3 really good uncommons out of this. Now we're going to get into the juice. Here we go. Rare. All right, we got a Braids. That's in the planar chaos one, right? Everybody was flip-flopped. Ratchet Bomb. Ah, all right. Those slots are tough. They are tough. Let's get into the juice though. Why are we here? We are here to pull a Mark Tedden rare. That is an Urza's Power Plant. Not bad. Not bad. It's gorgeous. Mythic. All right. Mythic number 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. Back-to-back Mox. This time the Mox freaking Opal. What a subcase. All right. Those are I think, don't quote me at this very moment, but I'm pretty sure it goes Man of Crypt, Force of Will, and then I don't know which one's ahead of which one, but they're both pretty similar. The Mox, the Chrome Mox, and then the Mox Opal. So we hit like the number 3 and the number 4 biggest pulls you can pull out of the product. Awesome. Well, you know what we got to do, folks. By the way, I forgot who it was that defended my usage of penny sleeves for such operations. I appreciate you. You understand. Last thing I want to do is be messing around on camera with a perfect fit, potentially damaging a card. Ugh. Trust me, I have perfect fits for my own stuff, and I'm like, yeah, be careful. Penny sleeves, no worries. They work fantastic. And they work really well. Come on, get in there. All right. J&V, Congratulations. I know you've been kind of collecting. I don't know if you needed one of these, but you got one. You know what? I apologize. I really should do this. Thankfully, I was really careful putting down that chrome box. It's still a Goblin Guide. I mean, it's still a borderless foil from Double Masters. It's even if it's a Goblin Guide. But Urza's Power Plant, on the other hand, is an even better rare hit, which is weird to say, right? But it's true. Isn't that? That's just because power creeps like taking out Goblin Guide, right? All right, these lands, I love these lands. I love them so much. And you have one of the most expensive swamps outside of things like Guru lands and Island. All right. Congratulations to you both. Gator Coke Scientist. Order was randomized. Then obviously I just kind of took the boxes out. And it's all random, isn't it? It's all 100% random. Pack opening is kind of gambling. Okay. These are... If you're not familiar, I still want to call attention to this. Like, the attention to detail in these boxes is incredible. Like, having all the swords on the artwork. They did such a good job with this. And then they decided to, like, go full force really quickly. This was a really nice product, but they're like, hey, we can do these collector box things for everything. Yeah, you can. Goblin Gavinier. Fairy Mechanist. The Throbbing Inspector. Inspecting those Throbbins. Lightning Axe. Flare Husk. Glaze Fiend. Okay. Conclave Naturalist. Iron League Steed. Eager Construct. I think uncommons are just right. Yeah. Hey, Disciple of the Vault. Always a good uncommon. Weapons Trainer for number 2. Crop Rotation for number 3. Oh, that's right. That got the huge reprint. Not as good as it used to be, but it's all right. Oval Chase Daredevil for number 4. Dread Return for number 5. Hey, another Path to Exile. That's cool. Number 6. Mork Rut Banshee for number 7. And Clone Shell for number 8. All right. Am I going to see anything spicy out of this slot? Kev Walker, Magus of the Abyss. Okay. And Well of Ideas. All right. Rare. Blood Moon. All right. Blood Moon. Not bad. No lines on this one, too. With all the Blood Moons I've pulled over time, a lot of them had lines. This one I don't see any lines on. It's nice, actually. That's it. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid rare pull right there. All right, but come on, next slot. Come on, next slot. Come on, next slot. Rare John Evon Academy Ruins. Well, we didn't get a mythic, but at least we did get 2 good rares. That's not bad. Because that's you're gonna get some of these packs are gonna be 2 rares, right? The mythic in that last slot's not guaranteed in any way, shape, or form. So, and with all of them that I opened, you always hope that at least you get good rares. In this case, we got 2 good rares. The Academy Ruins, I think, it's awesome looking. It's an awesome looking card. Okay. And we've got one left after this, folks. One left in the subcase. I know this Academy Ruins has been climbing up over time. I wonder if it's up over $30 at this point. Probably is. Come on. Get in there. There we go. All right. For a 2 rare box, not bad. I would like to see something out of the regular slot, though. That's always been the bugaboo about this product. Because of the sheer number of rares and mythics that can be pulled, and you only get 2. Like, the regular rare mythic slot has always been tough in these. Getting a hit out of that is huge. I learned with all the ones that I opened, you should almost go into it expecting to pull nothing out of those 2 slots. and then be pleasantly surprised if you get something. Chris, last but certainly not least. Here we go. Final ones. The Battle Rattle. Battle Rattle. Cathartic Reunion. Cloud Reader Sphinx. Strength of Arms. Solumgar Scavenger. Urza's Mine. Worth like $1 in foil. Sylvan Might. Ichor Wellspring. Volshock Gauntlets. And I think uncommons after this, right? Yes. Hinder. Classic Kamigawa. Hidden Stockpile. Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, it's a decent one. 3. Court Tapper for 4. Skull Muncher. Our third Path to Exile. Chief of the Foundry. I think that's number 7. And Flicker Wisp. All right. Boon Reflection. And Goblin Guide. All right. But the why we're here. Fatal Push. Okay. Super playable. Cool artwork. Come on. Mythic. Ron's. Yeah! Yes! Friggin' Mana Crypt. This subcase had a Mana Crypt, a Mox Opal, and a Chrome Mox. Sheesh. I'm deleting the video. No. Oh my. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Chris. That is the hit of the product. So we got the number 1, the number 3, and the number 4 best pulls. That is the hit. All right, I'm gonna set that thing down. Awesome Forest, awesome OK Mountain. I'm gonna sleeve these things up. I'm gonna put them in some top loaders and get everything all wrapped up for everybody here. Appreciate you all out there watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of channels that do this stuff, and appreciate you all sticking around still. Patrons especially appreciate you all for wanting to continue the shenanigans. So that was fun. It's not something we get to do, rarely ever. Not something I plan on doing all the time. Not something I think people are willing to pay for all the time. Because unfortunately, getting a sealed subcase costs a little bit more than buying individual packs for a reason. Okay. So, and this came from, obviously, clearly, but even if it wasn't this good, it came from a extraordinarily legit source. Who frankly is in the box selling game, not the single selling game. So they're in the business of moving, the boxes. So that doubly makes me happy about the purchase, right? So to me, it was like a no-brainer. It's like, well, if we're going to do this, I'm going to buy it from them. It doesn't mean it's always going to be a great box, but at least I know that they have zero care or skin in the game, right? About it being anything other than here's a sealed box you paid for. That was awesome. Like, I almost want to say S in the chat for Gator Cook Scientist. I kind of have a hard time also saying that because then both rares were good, right? And I've opened up quite a few of these subcases that only had 1 mythic in the back slot, and we happened to get one that had 3. I think only ever had one that had 4 mythics in the back slot, and that was a rarity. Usually it's 2 to 3, right? So usually per opening, 1 to 2 people are going to get 2 rares. That's just the way it works. You go into it expecting it. You hit the homer when you hit the mythic. Okay, we hit 3 in this one. That's huge. That's unusual. So I don't want to say F's in the chat because they're both good rares. It just feels a little worse. Right? It's almost like trying to talk yourself into it a little bit. I know I'm rambling here a little bit, and that's because this was an adventure, and I'm kind of riding a high here. I guess I'll end the video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Congratulations. Those are some ridiculous pulls.